Greetings, kings and queens, because that's what we are. That's who we are. Um, Today is such a amazing day. That's all I can call it, amazing, because I don't know if you've ever heard the term, you know, trouble, don't trouble, because I think that's what the Jamaica police force did, especially that Jamaican female police officer that trimmed Nzinga King. Well, I'm gonna tell you, today was the Respect Rastafari Press Ifrence, and that was for local and international media. And today they gathered at Kaya Herb House at 82 Lady Musgrave Avenue there in Kingston. And the place is amazing. It's a dispensary where you could get drinks, pizza. It's amazing. It's such a nice space that's right there in the heart of New Kingston, right almost across the street from the King's house. You know, great space if you're ever in the area to show your support. Go there and purchase something. Well, back to the Respect Rastafari Press Ifrence today. Their aim were, the first one is call for justice. That's a call for justice, which included the handover of the Rastafari petition and solidarity message signed by thousands worldwide. So I hope you're one of those who signed. And number two, it was the launch of the I Respect Rastafari campaign. You know, and this is where I said, you know, they should not have troubled Rasta. They should not have. So now the I Respect Rastafari campaign is to shift the colonial mindset of Rastafari as third-class citizens. We're going to shift that to the mindset that we are a prized indigenous group that has sparked a mega international liberation and cultural movement. And number three is a call for a permanent cross-ministerial platform to ensure ongoing communications and accountability for conditional change and reinforcement towards protection and advancement of the Rastafari community. So that's why I'm so excited. I don't know if you're like me. I was brought up, I think it was instilled in me somewhere along the line that there's always look for the good that's gonna come out of anything that you perceive as bad, as negative. There's always a good that comes out of it. You know, and another thing is, you know, when they say every disappointment is for a good. That young Rastafari sister, her disappointment, her disrespect, and her injustice, those that were carried out against her is working towards the good of all in the Rastafari community. And as I was speaking to Sister Goldie up at Kaya Herb House today at the Ifrence, because of that, they now have a platform on this campaign. They have a platform on Rastafari TV, And I spoke to Rastafari TV, and one of the things they're proud of is to be in South America, in the Spanish speaking South America, and that's powerful for them to not just have the Caribbean islands, you know, but also to have the Spanish speaking community that's following them, that they're a part of, that they're now servicing, who's a part of the Rastafari TV. And the I Respect Rastafari campaign, I'm excited to see where that's gonna go. I'm excited to see what started today, how it's gonna move forward, and the direction it's gonna take. So I will be here following and keeping ones and ones informed about what's going on, because as I said, I spoke to Sister Goldie today, and she's a big part of it. We didn't get to finish our conversation because we were interrupted by L.A. Lewis, and but we exchanged numbers, and I'm definitely gonna be on top of this. So today was a long day, because right out of the lockdown, it's like today everybody wanted to get on the road to do something that they needed to get done, maybe to shop, maybe to do their banking, or just to do something that they weren't able to do during the lockdown. So it was an hectic day on the road. I was late getting to the Ifrence, but I did manage to speak to some of the movers and shakers of the movement. And as I said, I definitely keep you in the loop of what's going on, whether it's on my social media platform, like my Facebook, Marcia A. Tolo, and also on my Instagram. So follow me, or I'll just be putting out little clippings like this, and who knows, maybe on YouTube. We'll see how that goes. Okay, but you know what Rastafari means to me? Since I was a little girl, I don't remember how old, but very young, I remember there was a Rasta man in my community. He lived very close to me, to my home. And what impressed me about him, and that stayed with me right through to my adult years, was the gentleness of that gentleman, that Rasta man, the gentleness. He exuded love and calmness. And I just find myself just gravitated to what Rastafari signified. And that's what it signifies to me: love, peace, togetherness, and above all else, black pride. You know, pride in who I am as an African. Pride in the knowledge that I came from kings and queens. I never believed, I never felt like a slave, the child of a slave. I always felt like even if we were enslaved, you know, we were kings and queens. We were descendants of kings and queens. So growing up, I always felt royal, and I always loved my skin color. Even though sometimes people would tell me, look how black you are, I always loved my complexion. And then growing up and seeing Rastas in the communities around the world, making major moves, making changes for their community, standing up, and especially the Rasta sisterins, that I see that does so many things culturally for the community. So I'm proud to be a part of the Rastafari community, and I hope this campaign will give people a different perspective, think about Rasta differently. I think majority of the people already do. They see, because those who have eyes to see, they will see. They will see what Rasta bring, not just to Jamaica, but to the world at large. Because even in Jamaica, Rasta is what is synonymous with Jamaica culture. A lot of people, a lot of tourists, when they come to Jamaica, is to experience the Rasta culture, the indigenous culture, the indigenous lifestyle here in Jamaica. Rasta is health conscious. The diet is focused on, it's a vegan diet, vegan, which means it's healthy. We're health conscious. We think about nature. We love nature. So a lot of people have this perception that Rastas, whatever, I don't even want to get into their perceptions, but we know what Rasta does for the world at large. We contribute a lot to the society at large. Today on my way to the Ifrence, I was talking to a king on the way, that I was walking out, to catch my ride. And I was talking to the king, and I was telling him where I was heading to. And he's like, I was saying, so the king, you know what him say? If Rasta doctor, Rasta can be anything bigger than Prime Minister. And I'm going to leave you on that note. Blessed love, and Babylon must be careful what they're doing. One love.